Recently, in the last 10-15 years, we are seeing a trend in India and in countries in the Himalayan region like Nepal and Bhutan that the hibernation of Asiatic black bears have kind of disturbed.
हिमालयन ब्लैक बेयर है जिससे हमारे ये जंगलात खुद ब खुद आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं कितना थिक फॉरेस्ट है, कितना घना फॉरेस्ट है। तो दीज प्लांट्स दे आर मोस्टली फ्रॉम द रोसेसी फैमिली। तो बियर ही एक मेन एजेंट है नेचुरल प्लांटिंग में यहाँ के जो जंगलात हैं।
Hello, today I'm going to talk about hibernation in bears. As you all know, India is home to four species of bears: the Himalayan brown bear, the Asiatic black bear, the sloth bear, and the sun bear. The sloth bear and sun bear don't need to hibernate, whereas the Himalayan brown bear and the Asiatic black bear hibernate in the high altitudes of the Himalayan region. Now, what drives hibernation? That's what I'm going to talk about today. But before that, I'll tell you what happens after they come out from hibernation. Generally, in the month of April, when spring starts, the hibernating bears come out of their dens, mothers with cubs sometimes. They come out and they feed on sugar-rich food in the beginning, in spring, and then shift their diet towards fat-rich food in summer, ending in autumn. So by autumn, they put on enormous amount of weight so that they are ready to go in for hibernation. Now, hibernation is triggered by environmental parameters. For example, snowfall, winter precipitation in the form of snow and rain, the lowering of temperature, ambient temperature, drives the bears to go on for hibernation. This is also required because in their habitats there won't be any food available. Most of the trees would have shed their leaves. The evergreen trees would remain there. The ground layer on which they may feed on, say, herbs and grasses also are covered with snow. So there is total limitation of food. That's the reason that bears go in for hibernation. So with all the weight that they had put on, which is largely fat reserves, the bears go in for hibernation. They generally find a rocky den where they can hibernate, or they may even hibernate in the hollows of trees at the base or even above, where they spend their winter months. During hibernation, they switch off most of their physiological activities in the body, reduced body temperature. They don't urinate. The proteins and urine are recycled, so they don't need to urinate. Their alimentary system is closed. Their metabolic rate is complete low, and only then they just go in for hibernation. Females which would have mated during the summer would give birth to young ones when they are hibernating actually. But the enough fat reserves that the female mother would have, she will be able to nurse the young ones, giving them warmth as well as nurse them. And when they emerge out of hibernation, mother and cubs would come out of hibernation. Now, this is something that is widely known. Even world over, if you look at polar bears, the grizzly bear, which is again a similar species like the Himalayan brown bear, and the American blackbirds in northern latitudes, closer to the poles, they go in for hibernation. In tropical regions, bear don't go for hibernation. Now, recently, in the last 10-15 years, we are seeing a trend in India and in countries in the Himalayan region like Nepal and Bhutan that the hibernation of Asiatic black bears have kind of disturbed. In one of our studies in Kashmir, when we collared 7 black bears and tracked them, we realized that their hibernation period average is only about 63 days, which is alarming in the sense that they should have hibernated for more than 120 to 150 days, but now it's only averaging 60 days or 63 days, which means that the duration has probably come down. There could be some reasons for this because one, in eastern part of the Indian subcontinent, the snow is not much of a limiting factor, so the hibernation period might itself be very low. Whereas in the western Himalayan part, like Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand, the hibernation periods have drastically gone down in the sense that they are not hibernating until even January, and they are coming out into activity in March. So the hibernation period is very much reduced. This, I think, is probably due to very poor snowfall and abundance of food outside, even in winter, in the crop fields or in the form of garbage that is available. So bears are not hibernating and are leading to conflicts in the Himalayan region. So this is something, this kind of conflict in the autumn and winter months is largely triggered by climate change induced impacts, as well as too much of human grown food in the crop fields and garbage in our villages and towns that are acting as attractants to bears that come into these villages in even the months of December and January. I think while climate change is something that we cannot deal with directly, it's a long-term measure, but proper disposal of solid waste in our villages and towns and not growing crops that attract bears in the winter would actually reduce conflicts in the region.